right, good Wednesday morning, everyone. It is April 19th, as the one and only David Sears would say. It is hump day here as we are getting just closer to the start of Fiesta, and we're going to talk about a lot of things having to do with Fiesta coming up, including how you can be a part of one of the parades. You could be a royal. Mia Montgomery is royalty here. She's going to be standing by with us in just a little bit to talk a little bit about today's weather and also some of the weather that we're going to see here when we get started with Fiesta. Again, a lot of excitement around the KSAT newsroom for that. And again, you're watching us on KSAT News Now. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us on this April 19th. And we want to get to some serious news here, first of all. And this is across the state. Two Texas cheerleaders are recovering from gunshot wounds today after police said that they accidentally got in the wrong car. So according to Elgin police, 4 cheerleaders drove to an HEB for a carpool meeting spot. One of the girls accidentally got into a car before realizing that it wasn't her own. So after some sort of altercation, shots were fired and 2 of the cheerleaders were then hit. Elgin police have arrested 25-year-old Pedro Rodriguez Jr. and he is facing a deadly conduct charge while this investigation continues. All right, moving on to some national news here. New details this morning on the shooting of Ralph Yarl. So this was the 16-year-old boy who was shot in the head and the arm after he rang the wrong doorbell there in Kansas City. So the 84-year-old Kansas City man here, Andrew Lester, has been charged in the incident, and he's now actually been released on a $200,000 bond. Yarl, the 16-year-old who was supposed to pick up his younger siblings, went to the wrong home and mistakenly rang the doorbell at Lester's house last Thursday. So according to court documents, Lester had just gone to bed when he heard the doorbell, so he got his gun and shot towards Yarl.
Ralph is going to be alive to see justice, which is so important because a lot of moms are fighting for justice after they don't have their kid anymore.
All right, and you just heard from Faith Spoonmore, that is Ralph Yarl's aunt. Authorities here are now charging Lester with felony assault and armed criminal action. The prosecutor is saying that there was, quote, a racial component to this case. So obviously a case that has gotten a lot of nationwide attention, something that we will continue to follow. All right, something else many of us are following, and I just noticed this. I was talking to our producer Haley about this. What is going on with gas prices here? Gas prices continue to rise in and around the country, and here in San Antonio, they have jumped at least 15 cents over the past week. That's according to the fuel price app called Gas Buddy. So one of its experts say that while the jump in prices is fairly normal, there are a few contributing factors that includes a rise in demand, maintenance at refineries, and the transition to the summer blend of gasoline. And get this, the price hike may not be over just yet.
We could see gas prices continuing to inch up a little bit more. The good news is we're not too far off. We still have 3 to 6 weeks potentially before we see a peak. But the good news is once refineries get back online, we tend to see a good bit of relief, typically going into July 4.
Do not like to hear that at all, but at least we know that the pain at the pump hopefully will not last too much longer. So we just heard from Patrick DeHaan. He's with Gas Buddy. He says that crude oil prices have also jumped recently, and this comes after exporters with the international cartel called OPEC cut production. So those prices hit a new high for 2023 just last week. So hopefully get a little bit more relief from the pain at the pump. We'll see what happens there when it comes to gas prices. All right, moving on to some maybe some better news here, putting some good vibes out there. Fiesta kicks off officially tomorrow, and people are making sure that they have everything they need to be decked out for the big party with a purpose. So check this out. We found a crowd of shoppers at Amol's downtown yesterday. Everyone there was looking for those must-have items to get them in the Fiesta spirit.
Literally the reason I came. So I live off of like 1604 in Shanefield, and the reason we came here was because they're so much more cheaper. So we didn't want to spend like $20 on one at the actual festival, so we decided to come here. Yeah.
I bought 2, not enough of these for the house. I'm doing the whole fence around and the top.
We're finding it very interesting. We're finding things that we didn't even expect to find.
All right, I was actually at the Fiesta store on Sunday, and that place was packed. I mean, it was wrapped around the entire building there as people were getting their Fiesta gear, crowns, and you see all these people getting all of their cool stuff there. So the 11-day Party with a Purpose here kicks off with Fiesta Fiesta. This is tomorrow from 4 to 10 at Travis Park. There will be live music there, a lot of fun for the family, and of course, your favorite Fiesta foods. Got to have those chicken on a stick. Get an early start on that. And if you cannot make it out tomorrow, you can tune into our Fiesta Fiesta special. That will be hosted by Steve Spriester and Ursula Perry, and you can watch it live right here on KSAT or any of our digital platforms. So that is going to be a lot of fun as we get set for Fiesta Fiesta. Moving on to some other events as we take a look here at the calendar. We still have tickets available for purchase at our KSAT viewing parties, and this is for the Battle of Flowers and Fiesta Flambeau parades. Yeah, the day and night parade. Just head over to ksat.com and click on a web story that we have there on our website to get more details. And the tickets include access to our KSAT party grandstand, this KSAT Insider Party, really cool there. Seating there, of course, to watch the parade and much, much more. We have food, drinks that are available. And if you cannot make it out to the parade, just remember you can watch all of these things on KSAT 12 and KSAT.com. So yeah, we are getting ready to go, Mia. Fiesta season is upon us.
I am so excited. It's
Okay.
not even funny. I can't wait. I can't wait. I grew up going to Fiesta, but like actually being able to experience it now as part of the KSAT family, it's just going to be such a blast.
So what's the must-have thing for you? We saw some people there. I mean, flower crowns, medals, sashes.
All of it,
yes,
right? And a
right,
chicken
all the
on
above.
a stick, of course. All of the
Yeah.
things. I do need to go get my serape sash, so I'll probably run by Emil's on my lunch break because Spivey and I, we do have a giveaway later today.
right.
We've got a medal
Yeah.
giveaway at Crockett Park.
Okay.
Lines start at 4. Medal giveaway starts at 6. It's going to be a good time.
Here we go.
And speaking of which, yes, let's talk about the weather because I know that is a big factor on everybody's mind, not just in the springtime, but especially for Fiesta season here in San Antonio. This morning, muggy, cloudy. The humidity is going to be with us throughout the remainder of this Wednesday. I do think into this afternoon, though, it is possible that we see some of this low-level cloud cover break up just a little bit, leading way to a few peaks of sunshine, helping temperatures warm into the humid low 80s here in San Antonio. Winds out of the southeast at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. I mentioned that humidity. Definitely felt it out there this morning. We'll feel it again as we head into tomorrow and even on Friday morning. But then we're going to see our next cold front move in throughout the day on Friday. That does look to briefly drop humidity levels throughout the first half of the day on Saturday before we see that front then return farther up to the north in the form of a warm front. That also could impact our forecast for Sunday. We've got a couple of changes that we'll need to talk about in just a second. But first, before we can get there, I do want to touch on our future cast because we're not finished with the isolated rain chances. In fact, later on this afternoon, you can see here by about 4 p.m. in and around San Antonio, yes, we could find some peaks of sunshine, but that also could lead to a few spotty showers, kind of like what we saw yesterday. And then watch what happens as we advance this in time into Wednesday evening. This is about 7 p.m. this evening. We'll need to monitor our far western counties closer to the Rio Grande. Isolated, strong, briefly severe thunderstorm not completely out of the question. Again, that threat is west of San Antonio this evening, and it will be isolated, but still something we'll need to monitor. Into tomorrow morning, kind of like this morning, a few blips of some sprinkles, a little bit of drizzle certainly possible. More of the same, some spotty showers into tomorrow afternoon. But of course, as RJ mentioned, tomorrow is Fiesta Fiesta into tomorrow evening. So what we're going to need to monitor out there on the radar by dinner time, just after dinner time, it's possible that we find an isolated thunderstorm develop somewhere in south central Texas. So we'll need to keep eyes on that as well. Again, it could sit on the stronger side. And then as we head into Friday, that's when we're going to see our next front move in. And it's possible we find an isolated shower with that. But as of right now, Friday is trending a little bit drier. Temperature-wise, upper 60s, muggy in the mornings over the next couple of days, transitioning to the 80s into the afternoon. After that front does pass by, though, it is going to be a bit breezy throughout the second half of the day on Friday and into Saturday as well. As of right now, we'll start off Saturday with drier air, lower humidity, so temperatures are a little bit cooler Saturday morning in the 50s. But we are expecting more moisture sure to quickly move in Saturday afternoon, evening, and into Sunday. And as we see a little disturbance pass by, we have upped the rain chance on Sunday to 30%. I think we'll probably go 40% by the noon show. Just seeing some more consistent signals that it could be a damper day there. And then some isolated rain chances into early next week. RJ?
All right, yeah, very important to keep track with our weather. Stay with us on the Weather Authority app because,
Yes.
as we mentioned, not only Fiesta Fiesta, but Oyster Bake starting up. Also, I know Taste of New
Taste
Orleans.
of New Orleans,
yeah,
yes,
that's going
all of
on.
the
So,
things.
yeah, definitely a bunch of good things to look forward to, and hopefully the rain kind of cooperates with us. I did notice that rain this morning. I was like, what was this? I walked outside.
Need the windshield wipers briefly on my drive-in. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So sticking with the Fiesta theme here, we're all about Fiesta this morning here. So don't forget, there's still time to join our KSAT Insider membership sweepstakes. This is called the Be a Royal contest, and one lucky winner and 3 of their guests will get to be royalty for a day and get to ride on their very own floats at the Battle of Flowers Parade. So of course, it's taking place next Friday, and you have until tomorrow to sign up. So time is running out. We want you to sign up. The winner here will be announced during the Fiesta Fiesta broadcast tomorrow, so make sure you sign up right now on KSAT.com. Plus, make sure to tune in to GMSA every morning at 6:45 to learn about our secret location where we'll be handing out our KSAT Fiesta medals, and we can give you a hint. All the locations are at HEB. I don't know if that's a big hint or not.
Oh, well, yeah.
But they will be at HEBs, but you have to find out, to watch to find out which specific store we'll be at in the morning. And we will also have Weather Authority medals too as well. SA Live, Texas Eats, David Elder doing the most there. And the Adam Caskey Fiesta medal, which again is one of the best ones that I've seen
incredible.
to date. So again, you can find more information there on KSAT.com. All right, so we mentioned a lot of stuff with Fiesta. Right, Mia, you have your event going on today?
Yes, we've got our giveaway later this evening.
Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff going on here. So if you can't remember anything that I just said, I'm trying to remember all this stuff right now. Go ahead and scan this QR code on your screen right now or on your phone, and it will take you directly to our Fiesta page on KSAT.com. And again, that's everything you need to know, including event schedules. I know Mary Claire Patton, our digital producer, worked on those. Very hard work over there to put together all of the schedules and information, and how, of course, you can watch all of our parades and coverage throughout the entire Fiesta season.
It's
a lot of Fiesta stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, we are getting super excited about that here. So again, just stay with us for the very latest when it comes to Fiesta and all those good things there. All right, we're going to wrap things up here for KSAT News Now. Thanks for checking us out, and we will see you back here tomorrow.